Just a reminder before today's video that Doctor Who fans can check out the previous reviews of the collection box sets, including Season 23, which was Colin Baker's final season as the Sixth Doctor, and also The Trial of a Time Lord. Alternatively, you can check out Sylvester McCoy and his final season from 1989, Season 26, which also marks the final season for the classic era of Doctor Who. And now, here on AMTV, it's time for the latest review in that Blu Ray collection series, kicking over to Tom Baker's first season as the Doctor. It's Season 12. Hi there guys, it's Martyn here, and welcome to this Doctor Who unboxing / review video. And yes, I finally have it, Doctor Who The Collection Season 12. So for those who didn't know, this was originally this was the very first release in the Blu Ray range of the classic series. It originally came out around June of 2018, and at that time I didn't have a Blu Ray player. I was a bit unsure, as a lot of us were, about whether these seasons were going to be worth the money and the investment. However, having got the other collections since then, I can wholeheartedly say yes, it is definitely worth the investment. So here I have it for you right now. This is the second re-release, so I'm glad that BBC Studios decided to reissue this. How can you tell? Well, if you look down here, it does indeed say second edition. So I guess those on the collector's market, if you want the first edition, you'll still be paying a pretty penny. But let's have a look at this thing, shall we? So the box art, like the rest, is gorgeous. You've got Tom Baker there. This is Tom's first season. And you've got the monsters from here, so you've got the Daleks, you've got Style the Sontaran, you've got the Wirrn, you've got the K1 robot, and you've got the Cybermen as well. It's quite a big lineup for this season. I guess they busted out all the classics for Tom's first go. It was originally broadcast between December 1974 and May of 1975, for those like me who like their dates. And yeah, I believe in the States this was released as the Tom Baker Years Season 1 or something, which is a bit weird to me. But you know, the spine, like all the others, has the season and the picture there. And on the back, let's have a look. So, the Fourth Doctor's first season, all 20 episodes. So, yep, you've got the 5 stories there, as mentioned. And you've got new features. So, you've got the Tom Baker in Conversation, and you've got the Behind the Sofa stuff, which I love. You've got new making-of documentaries. I've just watched the Sontaran Experiment one. That one's actually really good. Haven't got to the Revenge one yet, but excited for that. You've got the 5.1 surround sound mixes for some of them. You've got updated special effects for Revenge of the Cybermen. You've got the TV movie version of Genesis, which I'm actually quite excited to see. You got the Doctor Who Times. Was that Doctor Who Times? Yes, it was. And you've got the Tom Baker years, which is actually really cool. So, in the 90s, they were releasing, like, the, insert Doctor Here years, which was them, if they were alive, looking back on their tenure. And it hasn't been released to DVD. I think that's what it's saying. Or it hasn't been released outside of VHS. So that's really cool. And it's obviously got loads of other stuff from the DVD releases as well. So, I'm actually really excited to own this, despite it being the second edition. However, there is a problem. So I pre-ordered this all the way back in early February, and I was told it was going to be released at the start of March. Got to the start of March, and it got pushed back to the end of March. So I'm like, okay, fair enough. And so, it finally arrives in the mail. I'm really excited. I'm like, yes, finally, I've got Season 12 on the box. So I open it up, and there's Season 10. Yes. Now, I believe this problem didn't just affect me. This affected a lot of Whovians who were ordering Season 12. So initially, shock and horror, I thought, oh, they've given me Season 10, this is no good. Actually, if you put the discs inside your Blu Ray player, it is actually Season 12, which is on there. They've just got the wrong disc art somehow. I don't know how they did that. I'll get more onto that in a bit, but like all the others, let's have a look at the booklet that comes with these. So, opening that up. Got some really nice artwork there of my TARDIS team for the season. And you take that out. There you go, look at that. That's really nice. And like all the other booklets, as I'm sure you're aware by now, here we go again. This is like full of production information, background information about each story. It gives you the content of each disc. It's filled with some really gorgeous artwork, like some photos of the time, some new artwork as well. They're just really lavishly designed, and I think a lot of time and effort definitely went into these when making them. And on there you've got a signed card from Tom Baker that was akin to the time. So, really lavish booklet, and if you can see in there, there is the Fourth Doctor's TARDIS, which is pretty nice. Although I don't actually know if we see the TARDIS interior once this whole season. I don't know if we do. If memory serves, I don't think we do. But anyway, so the disc, so this isn't the Three Doctors, so you get Robot, you're going to have to suspend your disbelief. You get the Ark in Space, There's no disc here, that's because I'm currently watching the Sontaran experiment, but that is there. You've got Genesis of the Daleks, which is ironically Planet of the Daleks, Revenge of the Cybermen, and the bonus features as well. All typical fare for these box sets, so 6 discs in total. So how can you get this? I'll talk more about the season itself in a minute. Well, I think you might have missed your initial chance. As I say, Amazon put this second edition up for pre-order about early February time, and I guess if you weren't in there within like the first 2 weeks or so, you weren't gonna get your chance. A good website though I've used for the box sets in the past is zoom.co.uk, so definitely check out Zoom because they have them available for pre-order as well. I believe the Who Shop website is also selling a few of these. It's a bit higher than the £40 price. I paid 40. I think the Who Shop's selling it for 70. But again, with these box sets, as they become out of print, and especially with the popular seasons like this, they're going to go for a pretty high price. So if you want it, get it now. If you've had my problem in terms of getting the wrong disc art, there are a few things you can do. What I did was I tweeted out BBC Studios and Amazon and, complained about the issue. Amazon weren't really that helpful. They just said, if you want to return it, you can. But BBC Studios were. If you email this email address, dvdsupport@bbc.com, I think that's what it is, but double check. In theory, I guess they can send you replacement discs if you so wish. I don't know how long that's going to take. But like me, the thing is, I know collectors are going to be big about this. They want the right discs and stuff. For me, as soon as I discovered the right content was on the discs, I'm not really that fussed. Replacement discs would be nice, but I'm not going to go crying over it if I don't get them. So, but now it's probably eBay or secondhand sites, unfortunately, if you want this. I don't think they're going to reprint this again, especially since considering all the other collection releases haven't had reprints, so you've really got to be on this. Season 14 is coming out on Blu Ray in early May, and I think you can still pre-order it. I haven't checked, but maybe not again, because that's been on the store since January, so that's been on even longer. But my thoughts on Season 12 itself is I really like Season 12, I've always liked it. Robot, for example, written by the late, great Terrance Dicks, you could argue it's basically a third Doctor story. It's got Unit and it's typical Unit fare, but it is actually really good fun, and Tom Baker is instantly more alien, and he's really erratic and crazy, which I like about that. And then the Ark in Space is hailed as one of classic Who's greats. I think it was Russell T Davies' favourite, or one of his favourites. But he's right, great atmosphere, great build. A lot of these stories have minimal casts, I've noticed, or the first few do, and I think that works great in its favour. You've got the Sontaran experiment, which you could argue is a quick 2-parter, but maybe could have been 1 part more, but I like it. Genesis of the Daleks, what else can you say? People love that story. And Revenge of the Cybermen, which is a bit of an interesting closer to the season, not one that's highly regarded, but you get Cybermen walking with hands on their hips, so not too much you can complain about there. But yeah, Season 12 is one of the best classic seasons available, and if you're a fan of Tom Baker or of Season 12 in general, I highly recommend you get this set. But that is all for this installment of the Doctor Who unboxing/review. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider leaving a like on the video, and also comment in below whether you own the Season 12 box set. Is it the first edition? Is it the second edition? Has it got the right disc art? That's what I want to know down below. So let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. And until the next one, I will see you guys next time. Well, that does bring us to a close this evening on AMTV. We do hope you enjoyed the programme, and please do keep your eyes open for brand new content that will be coming to you soon. Until then, have a very good week, and we hope that you join us again soon. Good night.